This statue is of Denis Law, who was born in Aberdeen and was one of Scotland's most famous footballers. This is the Provost Skene's house that dates back to the 16th century and is one of the city's oldest surviving townhouses. Today, Provost Skene's house functions as a museum and cultural venue, focusing on the history of Aberdeen. Let's go inside.
The ceiling was pretty incredible to see. It's a 17th century tempera painted ceiling dating back to 1626. It depicts 10 panels illustrating the life of Christ, featuring religious symbolism, angels, soldiers, and St. Peter. These religious paintings are a rare survival from the post-Reformation period, as most such works were destroyed or covered. The cool thing about this ceiling is it was only rediscovered in the 1950s after being boarded over for more than 300 years.
We're in the oldest bar in Aberdeen, and some would say it's haunted. A lot of odd goings-ons, like cleaners find their stuff is moved, people hear knocking. A painter was painting in here and ran out of the building at one point because he heard knocking behind a locked door, so really an interesting spot.
Taps turn on and off.
Taps turn on and off, yeah, randomly. So very cool spot.
We're at a gallery in Aberdeen. We're checking out this really nice place.
A little bit of art.
Yeah.
She cried as if in pain. Now I just use my sweet mist and I'll wipe my nose again. Somewhere in America, half the world away from you. Right. And the road goes on and on.
This is the Eilean Donnan Castle. First fortified structure was built in the mid-13th century, around the 1220s and 30s, as a defense against Vikings. The castle was meticulously rebuilt from its ruins between 1912 and 1932, becoming the familiar landmark it is today. These barrels represent 343 barrels of gunpowder stored there by the Spanish Jacobite allies in 1719. They were used by British forces to blow up the castle, leaving it in ruins for 200 years before its reconstruction. The cannonballs fired during that attack are now displayed inside. This castle has been used in movies like Highlander, The World Is Not Enough, and Maid of Honor. Inverness Castle has stood on its strategic hill since the 11th century. In Shakespeare's play Macbeth, Inverness Castle was the site where Macbeth murdered King Duncan. The castle features a few times in the play and is where Macbeth's descent into madness begins. Thanks for watching.